Hey everybody, so today we are going to have a little bit of a rant and it's going to be a short video. However, I felt that it was very important to talk about this. There is a serious problem with cold recruiters right now. So, some background. I get a lot of these over LinkedIn. I have a lot of things in my background that, again, I am so blessed and thankful that I have this kind of background where people are reaching out to me. However, this, I hope, resonates with a lot of you that are getting these cold calls. They're almost all for gig work. They're for contract work. And that's fine if that's what you do. And that's great. But I will say that what I have found, and I'll give you both sides of it, right? So it's not just a rant about what I'm seeing from the job market, but I'll share a little bit about what happens on the other side, why I think this is happening, and why I think this is a problem, and why I'm making a video about it. So there are a lot of things that people in the business market, in corporations, do not understand about AI, semantics, knowledge graph, how all of these things play together, the architecture, how do you model it, what the heck is a ontology now, semantic layer, all of these different things are being thrown around and everybody is getting antsy, but they don't want to actually go through with hiring someone. They want to test the waters. So what happens is someone on staff at a corporation has to then say, and I know a lot of people that are going through this. Again, this is not, it's not a one-sided argument here. It's saying there's a problem on all of these things that are going on and it's bubbling up. You have to make a case for hiring someone that your business doesn't necessarily know that they need. But you can use a bunch of buzzwords, but they'll see them as buzzwords. And that's the problem. The knowledge graph has been around for a very long time. My channel by itself, which is nowhere near as old as lots of things in the knowledge graph space, it's been around for over 5 years or going on 5 years or something this year. So it's not new. I've been talking about this stuff with AI, by the way, for a really long time, and so have a lot of other people. So just because AI is now waking up to see that knowledge graph is really important, do some due diligence, business folks. Thank you for the people that are struggling to hire folks like this, that know it, that see it. I feel for you. I hope my videos help. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just, help you feel less alone. That this is a real thing that's necessary. I don't know. Maybe it's just data therapy for you. I'm a strong believer in data therapy. I made a whole video on it. But this is the issue, right? Like, our stakeholders are jumping at the buzzwords, and no, that's not that different than what's always happened. But and maybe this is just me now seeing it because the buzzwords are now the things that I do. Maybe all of you out there, and shout out in the comments, you've seen this for a long time because you did the other things that were buzzwords through all the other years. So maybe this is just normal. I don't know, but I think that the scale of the problem might be because AI is everywhere in boardrooms and stakeholders and whoever else is like, we need AI, but it can't hallucinate. And by the way, it has to be deterministic and it can't make stuff up or go a different route or not comply with our rules in our business or in the country we live in because there's rules and regulations. Yeah, yep, that's the thing. But maybe, perhaps, if those are the big things you're worried about, don't just get a contractor. Again, if you are a contractor, please, I beg of you, I'm rooting for you as well. There is a very good time and place for contractor work. I'm talking about specifically when stakeholders are not doing their due diligence, they're maybe not even listening to people on staff, and instead of doing the right thing and hiring someone without dangling things in front of them, because that's the thing here. These cold callers are not asking for just contractor work, which is, again, I wish I could. I do sometimes do that. But these are contractor to hire. There's a really good reason for that. Sometimes you have to test out how much of a need do you need a person for this? Do you need multiple persons? Can this be something where maybe you work with a third party and you just need an internal person to help get that started and train up your staff already, and maybe you just don't know about that yet? And those are all legitimate reasons. I'm not really talking about the legitimate reasons. I'm talking about when there is a gap in knowledge and folks are not filling it. And then when I say folks, I'm talking about, the stakeholders that are maybe making these decisions. And so I just wanted to make this video to kind of talk about why these things happen. There's legitimate reasons. Like I said, maybe you need to understand what this looks like, and you're just being open about it, But I would also say, like, maybe just take a moment and really assess what you have on staff from a skill set, maybe upskill, or, bring someone in, and these are two levels, someone at the very beginning of their career so that you can train them up, maybe have them work alongside third parties if you're bringing third parties in with a lot of experience to train up someone that is on your staff while supplementing. Or you do the other side of it where you have a lot of people on staff that maybe don't know about this yet. You bring in maybe more of a senior person to do, knowledge graph and AI and semantics and all of that. And they're building a team. In fact, I would recommend that if you understand your use case. There's another legitimate reason to only do contract to hire is you really just don't know what this thing is going to look like. But what I have found, at least in my sphere of people, this is not just me getting these. There's a lot of people that are getting contract to hire, and then the hire never happens. And that's, I think, a little abusive of their time. A lot of these folks are struggling, and they really want the more permanent, again, no job is permanent, but the on-staff hire job. And they do the contract work to help, get their foot in the door. And sometimes that is what you have to do, right? And I totally understand that. And if you are in those situations where you're just like, man, I just need to get in my foot in the door so I can prove that to them that I need to be here. Like, yes, thank you. Do the due diligence. And also, if you are in a situation where you don't want to do that, but you feel like you have to, again, I feel for you. I'm rooting for you all the way. I just really hope that you don't fall prey to some of the things I'm talking about in this video where the contract never ends. It's always contract work. Or they're doing it to test the waters, and really they're having people come in and train up others, and then the person that came in maybe is given a job, which is great, but maybe it's not the same job that they were hired in to do, because remember, they weren't hired in, they were contracted in. Or some people are using this to get contractors in without going to a big consulting firm, and then asking you, instead of hiring for their place, they have a consulting firm, or it could be small or big, that they constantly work with, and they actually want them to hire you. And again, if you're fine with that, then like, go for it. It's just, there's a lot of weirdness that's happening. And I'll just say this for me personally. I feel like if you're going in as an employer and you have a cold caller that's reaching out, and you have contract to hire, but again, there's no guarantee for that. Because let me tell you, we all have heard the stories I have almost been a victim of, when you get the actual real hire, and then you don't get, like, they let you go within the 90-day period. That also sucks. And that's not even the thing that I'm talking about in this video, although it's a version of this. And also, the sun is setting. You can tell because it's coming down on my face. But yeah, when you reach out and you don't feel like you're serious enough to do the full hire, then maybe I'm not serious enough to talk to you. Because if you're not that serious right now, who's to say you're going to be serious later, right? So I just wanted to come on here and express that you're not alone if you're going through this. If you are someone that does contract work and you don't want to do the hire, then like great. Like I don't think you're going to have such an issue here. If you have found yourself in this situation, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you are on the other side of this and you're an employer, or you're one of the people that are trying to get your employer to hire someone full time, are you struggling with this? Is this just something that I think I'm seeing? I mean, I'm certainly seeing it, and I'm seeing a lot of people kind of get screwed over. And so I'm making this video because I feel it's important to start this conversation. And maybe we continue this conversation down in the comments below. This always goes up on LinkedIn, so we can start there. And if you are a recruiter, listen to this. If you are someone that's in HR, or you're thinking about hiring someone with these kinds of skill sets, listen to this video, because the people you're trying to hire are likely feeling some of these things too. And that might be good for you to understand when you're trying to hire them. And yeah, I mean, if you're going through anything like this, or if you're just like, Ashleigh, I just need a job, I don't care what happens. Like, I am always trying to help people. I always upvote and reshare roles that I see from a lot of different backgrounds. So maybe check that out. That's over on LinkedIn. I'm doing a new series here on the channel where we go through, different roles in the AI space, or roles that can transition into AI and semantics and knowledge graph. If you're struggling to get into that space and you have one of those degrees, or maybe you have one of those backgrounds that maybe can reuse your skills to get into this space. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do my best in the little capacity that I have. With that, I'll end it here. But please leave down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? Is this just normal and I'm just noticing this now? Is there a real problem? Is it just a bigger scale that this is happening now? I mean, I'm getting this kind of stuff all the time, and it's not just me. It's a lot of people in my network, a lot of people that I know. I could even tell you the first name of this one person, and you would immediately know who I'm talking about, so I won't mention their name, but I know they're going through it all the time, and a lot of people are. And so that's why I felt it important to make this video. All right, so with that, big breath. Let's all try our best. Again, use this video how you will, hopefully for positive things. And with that, I want to thank you very much, and I'll catch you next time.